What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Play Boom Beach. Clayton here, and in today's quick video we're going to do one on how to attack and what troops to use when attacking in your task force battles. Okay, so our task force is currently sitting at 208. We get our points in about 2 hours, so then we go up to about 140th, so we're sitting around there. We have room for about 4 people right now. We've got lots of active people. Looking for level 40 plus players. I might lower the medal count maybe to about 600. But anyways, so there's 3 combinations. Obviously, there's the warriors, which we're going to talk about first, and then there's tank medic, and then there is hookah. So with warriors, they're kind of the weakest troop to use, but they have a specific job. If you're a warrior player, your only job is to take out specific boom cannons, shock launchers, and grenade launchers. Whatever is going to give the next player trouble. So as this player is starting, he's seeing right here that somebody wants to use a hookah strategy, so he wants to take out that shock launcher for him. So he's going to go for the shock launcher. And then after that, if he has enough power, since he doesn't have max warriors, but he might be able to, but the perfect warrior attack would be to get the shock launcher and all 3 grenade launchers, and that would be perfect. You couldn't ask for anything more than that. So let's see, he's going to get to the first one. He's going to get the first one down, looks like. Is he going to have enough steam to move over? I don't think so. That's okay. Good attack. That player knew what he was doing. If you're a warrior player, that's what you got to do. You got to pick those targets. So let's see who that actually was. That was Super. It's a good attack. Okay, so next, same attack. This is the player that followed up, and he's using the hookah strategy. Now that the shock launchers have been eliminated, and it's only 2 grenade launchers now, it's way easier for him. So this could have been done 2 ways. I think tank medic might have worked, but I think that hookah is just fine. This player's got max level heavies and Zukas, so he should be able to take it out. So we'll take a look. So the boom cannons are really the only thing. The boom cannons and the grenade launchers. See, now if the shock launcher was still here and that warrior player didn't take it out, big groups of his guys would be getting frozen and not moving properly. Okay, so it looks like he's cleaning up pretty nicely now. I think he's going to get ready to start. The boom cannon is not a big deal actually because it's a single target, so it might pick off 1 heavy at a time, but right now he's just going to focus the headquarters, and he's got enough max level Zukas that this should go down. So it only took 2 attacks to take this one down. So we're actually doing tinderbox like we've been doing. We've got an almost perfect farm. We can do it about in 30 attacks. We can clear the whole thing. So I'm pretty sure we're going to bump it up pretty soon. Let's see who that was. That was, I can't even say that guy's name. Anixinidis? My bad, man. Anyways, okay, we're going to look at a heavy medic strategy now. So this is Doom. This is the guy who actually finished off the base. He's got max level tanks, max level medics. And as you can see here, people have done work for him. They've cleared lots of stuff, but as you can see, warriors would be terrible because there's just too much going on. You can never really finish off a base with warriors. That's why I think warriors are actually the weakest. Like I said, they have a very specific job. Next, since there is like 6 or 7 grenade launchers, that I feel is too many for a heavy Zuka raid to work because it's just too much. You'd be wasting too many shock bombs. But that's where tank medic shines. Tank medic shines when there's lots of grenade launchers and lots of mortars, all the splash damage. So you can see that he's just taking a beating from 6 of these things, and they're dealing huge amounts of damage. But he's actually not losing that many since he brought a bunch of medics with him. So this was the perfect army choice. Any other army, I'm pretty sure would have failed, even if it was max level. So that's another thing you got to look at. You got to look at it and see what defenses are left and figure out which troops are going to be optimal. So as we can see here, almost no problem. He's going to take out all the grenade launchers. There's 2 boom cannons off to the side, but they really don't look like they're giving him any trouble because they're out of range. He's going to get the last one down. We're just going to speed it up to 4 times now just because tanks are slower to use, but they're very effective. We've got a couple players in our task force that have max tanks and max medics, which I'm still working towards. I mean, I'm max warrior, max heavy, and level 12 tanks, so I'm getting pretty close. Okay, and just like that, it's going to go down. So another great attack. That was from Doom, I believe. And Excel is going to go down. So I guess the last army composition we want to talk about is the Heavy Zuka. We kind of already talked about it once, but there's a lot of the times when there's a brand new base that nobody wants to really attack it. As you can see here, we have Lieutenant Merrier. He's one of our officers. He's got max level heavies, max level Zukas. As you can see here, it's like there's so many things close to the shore. There's so many boom cannons that tanks would fail. There's so many mortars that warriors, I mean, you could have used warriors and maybe took out the shock launcher and 1 or 2 of the boom cannons. That would have also been fine, but I think that he pushed way further than any warrior rush would have gotten. So as you can see here, his heavies are taking quite a bit of damage, but they're soaking up enough from the mortars that the Zukas are actually able to do some work. So he's actually getting a good amount of the things done, and now he's actually cleared. Now I think another heavy Zuka rush would be the next attack again. But you could technically use tank medic now that he's cleared off most of the boom cannons, because you can use a single shock bomb and you get about 4 of them there. But that was another great attack by Lieutenant. I think he's the highest medal person in our task force right now. But anyways, last look, we're gonna look at Brian 92. Doesn't have max level warriors. He doesn't succeed fully on this attack, but he's got the exact right idea. He realizes that my warriors are my best troop. If I'm going to use warriors, I need to take out those 3 shock launchers, because any other army composition is going to have a hell of a time attacking any of the base until it's gone. So he realizes he needs to go. He had a small problem here. He just didn't drop his smoke fast enough, and that first shock almost shut down his raid a little bit. But like I said, even though he failed, you can't get mad, because he had the exact right idea. At least he didn't just run up and just attack a bunch of random buildings and just maybe get a couple as the warriors. But yeah, he tried. He almost got one of them. But like I said, he's got the right idea. So see, yeah, he gets pretty close. And yeah, it's gonna end up going down. Okay. So, anyways, guys, that about wraps it up. Just a quick recap, like I said. So, if you're a strong warrior player, you got to take out key buildings: boom cannons, shock launchers, grenade launchers. Shock launchers almost always first. Almost always. There's usually never a situation where you don't want to take out the shock launcher first. If you are a tank medic player, you're going to want to swoop in when there's lots of flamethrowers, lots of machine guns, lots of mortars. You want to stay away. If there's a big groups of cannons and boom cannons, you might want to stay away from that, and that's the perfect time for a heavy Zuka to step in. Heavy Zukas are fine against machine guns and flamethrowers also. They're not as strong, but they're weaker against mortars. They're weaker against grenade launchers, like I said. But other than that, overall, assess what's going on, know your strongest troop, and know how to use your strongest troop. If you always want to use warriors, know how to use them. If you always want to use heavy Zuka, know when to use them. But other than that, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope this helps you with some future attacks in your task force. But that's about it. Going to wrap it up. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And check out the rest of my videos. Thanks, guys. Peace.